Good afternoon, all of you. So in our previous class, we have started the derivative differentiation of a function with respect to x. And look at that, we have to prove this also, prove that my f of x is modulus of x minus 1, okay, is not differentiable. This is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Okay, this is it is given in our exercise. We have to prove that f of x equal to modulus of x minus 1 is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Okay, so actually what is my modulus of x minus 1 graph? Modulus of x minus 1 graph is this is my modulus of x minus 1. This is x is equal to 1. So look at that, clearly the graph is continuous. But this is not differentiable. Prove that, show that means it is not differentiable. Definitely it is not differentiable. Verify means it may be differentiable or may not be differentiable. How to prove that? Okay, so first of all, what is derivative definition? How to find out the derivative f dash of x? The function is differentiable at a point x means limit h tends to 0, my f of x plus h minus f of x divided by x plus h minus x. Okay, so look at that. What is this? This is nothing but suppose I am taking a curve. Okay, so here this is my x. Okay, and here this is my x plus h. And this is my f of x. Because this is y is equal to x. This is my y is equal to x or y is equal to f of x. So therefore this is my f of x. This is my f of x plus h. Okay, right. The derivative formula is your f dash of x is nothing but this f of x plus h minus f of x. See the numerator? F of x plus h minus f of x. That is the difference between this f of x plus h minus f of x divided by, and the difference between this x plus h minus x. Okay, so then that means you take a difference from, that means subtract this value from this and subtract this value from this. Okay, and take a ratio, right? So you'll get some ratio value. Suppose your h is 1. This is my h, because up to this x and this is x plus h means this is my h. My h is equal to 1 here. Okay, so h is equal to 1 means my this difference is 1 here. What is the difference between this f of x plus h minus f of x? You will get one ratio. Suppose my x is half, I will get another ratio. Okay, suppose my h is 0.2, I will get another ratio. Okay, different ratio. Suppose my h is 0.1, that means my h is coming closer to x. That is tends to 0. My h, this distance is going to be 0. That is my h tends to 0. That is the meaning. When h tends to 0, that means this distance is close to 0, this distance. That means my x plus h coming to x nearly, very nearly. What is this ratio value? Okay, So therefore, suppose I am taking this is my x plus h. Then what happen? This is my f of x plus h. Are you okay? If I'm taking this is my x plus h and this is my f of x plus h and f of x plus h minus f of x divided by x plus h minus x. Okay, you will get some ratio value. This ratio value, what is the ratio? What is the limit of this ratio value when h is very, very, very small? That is closer to 0. That is called it as our derivative. This is you are already studied in your 11th standard. Okay, right. But one thing is, this is called as right derivative. Similarly, we have to find out the left derivative. If both are equal, left derivative and right derivative both are equal, then only derivative exists. Otherwise, derivative not exist, like continuous. Left hand limit, right hand limit, both should be equal. Then only we can say about the continuous, we can discuss about the continuous. Similarly, here, left derivative, right derivative, both should be equal. Then only derivative exists at the point. What is the left derivative? So left derivative is nothing but you can take it as x minus h. Here this is x plus h. Here this is x minus h. Okay, you take it as this is my h is tends to 0 here. Okay, and you have to take it as f of x minus h. Okay, so therefore this is f of x minus h. This is x minus h. This is called as my right derivative. This is usually called as derivative and particularly this is called as right derivative. Okay, what is my left derivative? My left derivative is f dash of x equal to limit h tends to 0 minus. Right derivative means you can take it as plus here, you can take it as minus here. So right derivative means actually this is my f of x. Okay, from f of x you subtract this. F of x minus f of x minus h divided by, okay, and from this x you subtract this because this is a bigger value, this is smaller value. From this you subtract this x minus h. Look at that here, a right derivative from you have to subtract this f of x from this f of x plus h and x from this x plus h. But here you have to subtract this f of x minus h from this x minus h from this. The ratio is same. You have to take the ratio value when h is very, very small. This is left derivative. If both are same, the left derivative, right derivative, both having the same value, then the function is differentiable at the particular point. But here I am going to prove that the function is not differentiable. Therefore, I will get left derivative and right derivative are not equal. Okay, so then come to that. So what is my actually f of x? My f of x is modulus of x minus 1. My modulus of x minus 1 is x minus 1 minus my x minus 1 is negative. My x minus 1 is positive. My x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so therefore, so what is this? My x of minus of x minus 1, then x is less than 1. Plus of x minus 1, my x is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, this is my actually f of x. Right, come to that left derivative. Left derivative. What is my left derivative? Limit x h tends to 0 minus my f of x minus f of x minus h divided by x minus x minus h. Okay, actually what is my h here? Because the question is, look at the question. My question is, we have to differentiate. I prove that not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Here my x is equal to 1. So therefore my x is equal to 1. So therefore, this implies limit h tends to 0 minus f of 1 minus f of 1 minus h divided by 1 minus 1 minus h. Okay, so therefore, limit h tends to 0 minus f of 1. What is my f of 1? Look at that. Here, when x is equal to 1, okay, my f of 1 is this is. So therefore, 1 minus 1, it is 0. My f of 1 is 0. What is my f of 1 minus h? 1 minus h means my x, this is. My x is lies between here. 1 minus h means below 1. Below 1 means this is my f of x. Okay, so therefore, this is minus 1 minus h minus 1. Are you okay? This minus, this x is 1 minus h, this minus 1 divided by this plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. I will get plus h. Okay, now what is the answer? So now apply h is 0 here. My h is the, so don't apply now. You please simplify for first. What is the answer for here? This plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. This is get cancelled. Minus h is there. Minus into minus plus h. Plus into minus, that is also minus. Therefore, my limit h tends to 0 minus minus h by h. What is the answer we are getting? Minus 1. You please try to understand my left derivative is minus 1. Left derivative value at the x is equal to 1 is minus 1. What about my right derivative? Find out the right derivative. If my right derivative is also minus 1, then my function is continuous. My function is differentiable at the point. Differentiable means automatically it is continuous. Are you okay? So now come to the right derivative. What is my right derivative formula? Limit h tends to 0 plus my f of x plus h minus f of x divided by x plus h minus x. Okay, which implies my right derivative is limit h tends to 0 plus this is my 1. X is equal to 1 because at y x is equal to 1 only we are checking that it is continuous or not, differentiable or not. So therefore, this is my f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 by this is 1 plus h minus 1. 1, 1 cancel, we will get h only. Limit h tends to 0 plus. Right, this is f of 1 plus h. Look at that, my f of plus h means 1 plus h means it is more than 1. More than 1 means this is my f of x. My f of x is x minus 1, but my x is 1 plus h, 1 plus h minus 1. Please try to understand. My x is 1 plus h, but what is here? It is x minus 1. My x is 1 plus h, 1 plus h minus 1. Okay, minus f of 1. My f of 1 is, apply x is equal to 1 means it is 0. Okay, divided by, okay, so divided by it is h. Are you okay? Here plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. I am getting limit h tends to 0 plus h also cancel h by h. I will get the answer is 1. But what is my left derivative? Left derivative is minus 1. My right derivative is plus 1. Both are not equal. Not equals means not differentiable. My f of x minus h divisible by x minus h limit h tends to 0 plus my f of x plus h minus f of x divided by x plus h minus x. Okay, these two are not equal. Okay, so which implies f of x is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Okay. Are you okay? F of x is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Please take it as we will discuss one more problem in this. Greatest integer function is not differentiable at a particular point. Integers. Students, are you able to hear my voice? Any problem in our video? Please reply. If there is no problem, means we'll go to the next problem. Next slide. Are you able to hear my voice? Any one of you, please reply. The audio and video both are okay? Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Yes. Now come to that. The next problem. Prove that the greatest integer function f of x is equal to x. This is the greatest integer function. Okay, this greatest integer function is not differentiable at x is equal to 1, at x is equal to 2, my x is less than 3, 0 less than x less than 3. Okay, so now see the diagram for this greatest integer function. Okay, so this is my 1, this is my 2. Okay, what is the greatest integer function for 1 to 2? If my x is 1 to 2, what is my greatest integer function? It is coming like that, my greatest integer function. Okay, so for 0 to 1, my 0 to 1 means this is the greatest integer function. Are you okay? This is my greatest integer function for 0 to 1. For 1 to 2, this is the greatest integer function. Yeah, some students having doubt in, sir, why we are taking right hand derivative and left hand derivative, sir? So, look at that. The question is prove that question. Prove that it is not differentiable. Definitely, it is not differentiable. When it is not differentiable means your left derivative and right derivative not equal means it is not differentiable. When left derivative and right derivative are exist and are equal means it is differentiable. Okay, so I am going to prove that it is not differentiable. That is clearly it is given in our problem statement. It is not differentiable. Not differentiable means clearly we have to understand my left limit and right limit are going to get different values, not coincide. Okay, so therefore, from the problem, I'm taking a clue it is not differentiable because it is a prove that question. Definitely it is not differentiable. Definitely it is not differentiable means your left derivative and right derivative both are not equal. When a function is not differentiable means, okay, when a function is not differentiable means my left derivative and right derivative are not equal, definitely it is not differentiable. This is the only way to prove that. We have some result. Okay. After the second problem, at the end of the second problem, I will tell the result. Okay. Yeah, come to this problem. I'm going to prove. Yeah, I'm going to prove that this is x is equal to 1. The function is not differentiable. This is homework for you. The same thing in place of wherever I'm applying x is equal to 1, you apply x is equal to 2, you will get the answer. This is homework. At x is equal to 2 is homework for you. Right. Now come to that. My left derivative. Suppose I'm going to take it as my x minus h means it is here. My x plus h means that is here. Okay. Right. What is my x minus h? What is my x minus h mean? What is my x actually? My x is 1 minus h. What is the greatest integer function of this 1 minus h? Actually, this is 1 minus h. This is nothing but 1 minus h. This is nothing but 1 plus h. Okay, what is my 1 minus h? My 1 minus h value of the function is 0. Greatest integer function for below 1. My x is below this 1 minus h means h is some nearly 0 but not equal to 0. So therefore it is below 1. Below 1 means the function value is 0. 1 plus h means above 1, more than 1. More than 1 means the function value is 1. This is my 1 function value. Okay, this is 1 plus h f of x. This is 1 minus h f of x. Okay, so I am going to apply these two. So come to that left derivative. My left derivative, limit h tends to 0 minus f of x minus h divided by x minus h. You no need to look at that. Once if you understand, no need to write it as this x minus h, because this x cancel. I will get in denominator, I will get only h. In left hand limit, right hand limit, in denominator, we will get only h. Because what is the difference between this x and x minus h? That is h. That you will get it. Okay, for understanding, I'm writing. Okay, f of x minus h, here h, x minus h I'm writing. Okay, right. What is my x here? I am taking my x is 1. So therefore, my limit h tends to 0 minus f of 1. This is 1 minus h divided by 1 minus h. So therefore, limit h tends to 0 minus. Okay, what is my f of 1? Look at that. My f of 1 is 1. But my f of 1 minus h is 0 only. 1 minus h means this is. 1 minus h means greatest integer function. My f of x is greatest integer function. My greatest integer function is 0. But 1, the greatest integer function is 1. Okay, divided by h. Apply h is 0 here. What is the answer? 1 by 0, that is infinity. My left derivative is infinity. Okay, come to the right derivative. My right derivative is f of x plus h minus f of x divided by x plus h minus x. This is limit h tends to 0 plus. What is my f of x plus h? X is 1 here. So therefore, my f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 divided by, here also 1. 1 plus h minus 1. So therefore, what is my 1 plus h? Limit h tends to 0 plus. What is my 1 plus h? F of 1 plus h. Greatest integer function of 1 plus h is 1 only. What's the greatest integer function of 1? That is also 1 by h. But this answer is 0. 1 minus 1, it is 0. My left derivative is infinity. My right derivative is 0. These two are not equal. Not equal means not differentiable. So therefore, my left derivative h tends to 0 minus f of x minus h by x minus h is not equal to limit h tends to 0, 0 plus f of x plus h minus f of x by x plus h minus x. Okay, so which implies my f of x is not differentiable. Not differentiable at x is equal to 1. So I have proved that it is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. So you have to prove that the function is not differentiable at x is equal to 2. Okay. Now look at that. I have already told that every differentiable function is continuous. So differentiable implies continuous. I have told that differentiable function, a function is differentiable. Differentiable means differentiable at all points. Differentiable at a point means differentiable, the derivative exists at a particular point. Okay, so therefore the function is differentiable at particular point, then it is continuous at particular point. Okay, right. So now here modulus x. and modulus x is continuous but not differentiable. Are you okay? See this example. This is my modulus. Modulus x is continuous. We know the graph. Function is clearly continuous but not differentiable at this particular point. Okay, and look at that. This point, this graph here at this x is equal to 1, function not continuous and not differentiable. My greatest integer function. Okay, not continuous 1 implies not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Then what is the conclusion? Any conclusion are you getting? Are you guessing? So modulus of x is continuous at particular point but not differentiable. But greatest integer function is not continuous at particular point and not differentiable at particular point. But I know that every differentiable function is continuous. Any conclusion for this? What is the conclusion for this? Any conclusion? Any idea? Any answer? Yeah, H is H only. H is a small quantity. When x is equal to 2 alone, every continuous function is not differentiable. Look at that. This is not continuous. This greatest integer function is not continuous. That is also not differentiable. The greatest integer function is not continuous and not differentiable. Right. I will conclude the result. So please try to understand. Differentiable implies continuous. What is the inverse of this? That is, not continuous means this is not differentiable. Please try to understand. A function is differentiable, definitely it is continuous. A function is not continuous, definitely it is not differentiable. Definitely it is not differentiable. Okay. So continuous, sir, we can say that it may be continuous. We can say that it is not continuous. Okay. So look at that. Every continuous function is not differentiable is not a correct one, because look at that. This is continuous function or not? This is continuous or not? This function is continuous or not? This is continuous or not? Parabola. This function is continuous or not? This is continuous. This is continuous, but derivative exists for this. X square different, the derivative is 2x. X derivative is 1. Okay. So all these are continuous. Look at the constant function. Suppose I am taking constant function y is equal to some c. Derivative exists. What is a derivative? 0. It is exist. Okay. So for constant function derivative exists. For parabolic function derivative exists. For straight line derivative exists. All these are continuous functions. But your statement is every continuous function is not differentiable. That is not a correct one. Are you okay, Nagarjuna? This is continuous, this is continuous, this is continuous. All these are differentiable also. This y is equal to x, the derivative is 1, y is equal to constant derivative is 0. 0 means also derivative exists. Y is equal to x square, 2x derivative exists. So The only case is not continuous means definitely it is not differentiable. Okay, so continuous means it may be differentiable, it may not be differentiable. For example, this is continuous and differentiable. These are the examples. Continuous and not differentiable means this more or less x is the example. Okay. Not continuous and not differentiable means that greatest integer function. Yeah, please try to understand. Okay, so these two are the important problems I have to explain you. Right. Now come to that some other problems. So differentiate derivatives of implicit function. Next one, derivative of implicit function. Implicit functions. What is implicit functions? Are any idea? Implicit function. Now look at that. My x plus y is equal to some 1. I can easily write it as y is a function of x. I can easily write it as y is equal to x. Okay, so if the function can be written y is a function of x, mean that is called as explicit function. Explicit. I am writing y in terms of x explicitly. I am writing y in terms of x explicitly, clearly. Okay, so therefore this function is called as explicit function. Then what is implicit function, sir? Suppose I am taking my y plus sine y equal to some x. Is it possible to write y is a function of x? Y is a function of x. So it is not possible to taking y commonly from these two functions. Y is function of x, but y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable. Okay, but the thing is, I am not able to write y in terms of x. That means y is equal to f of x in this format. So this type of function is called it as implicit functions. Okay. Right. Now, how to differentiate for this type of implicit functions? Find dy by dx if y plus sin y equal to cos x. If y plus sin y equal to cos x. So this is an implicit function because it is not possible to write in y in terms of f of x, function of x. So you can differentiate directly. So differentiate this is directly, differentiate with respect to x. What is dy y differentiation? Dy by dx. What is sin y differentiation? Sin y is cos y. What is that y differentiation? What is actually differentiation of sine of x square? Anyone? What is the differentiation of sine of x square? What is the answer? Sine of x square. Differentiation. No, no to sine x. Yeah. Deepika, cos of x square. Yeah, correct. Yes. So this is why I'm asking means please try to understand. The sine of x square differentiation is cos of x square. Again, you are differentiating this x square, that is 2x. In the same manner, in the same idea, you differentiate this for sin y. What is sin y differentiation? Cos y. Differentiate this y. What is my differentiation? Dy by dx. Y differentiation is dy by dx. You please try to understand my sin x. So only sin x is there. So what is the differentiation? My cos x. What is this x differentiation? It is 1. Since it is 1, we are not usually writing. But here it is differentiation is 2x. We have to write. Here my y differentiation is dy by dx. We have to write. So therefore, this is very important point. So many of the students are getting confusion here. So please try to understand. This is my sin y differentiation is cos y and y differentiation is dy by dx. Okay, here cos x differentiation is minus sin x. Okay, sir, I have to differentiate this x. Yes, differentiate. What is the answer? It is 1 only. So therefore, here it is x means no problem. The x differentiation is 1. No need to write that 1. Other than other than x square, root x, y, sin y, whatever it is, you have to differentiate again. Okay, now look at that. Here also dy by dx, here also dy by dx. You can take it as dy by dx commonly. So this is 1 plus cos y equal to minus sin x. So therefore, my dy by dx is equal to minus sin x divided by 1 plus cos y. Okay, so therefore, my dy by dx is equal to minus sin x divided by 1 plus cos y. Are you okay? Come to that, the next problem. Find dy by dx if xy plus y square equal to tan x plus y. Xy plus y square equal to tan x plus y. How to differentiate this? So differentiate with respect to x. So here we have to apply product rule. What is product rule? U dash v plus u v dash. You can take it as this is my u, take it as this is my u, this is my v. Apply product rule. What is my product rule? D of u v equal to u dash v plus u v dash. Okay, apply product rule. My differentiation of x is 1, u dash is 1 into y plus keep it your x u v dash. My v dash is dy by dx. V is 5. What is the y differentiation? Dy by dx. What is the x differentiation? 1. Okay, plus this is y square means actually what is the differentiation for x square? That is 2x. Similarly, y square means 2y. 2y power 1. But again you have to differentiate this y. That is a very important point. So dy by dx. So please try to understand what is my your y square differentiation. My y square differentiation is 2y into dy by dx. Okay, equal to what is my tan x differentiation? Secant square x. What is my y differentiation? Dy by dx. Okay, Right, now what is the question? My question is dy by dx. You please try to understand, I am applying product rule here. This your y square is nothing but differentiation of y square is nothing but 2y. 2y means apply that x power n formula. Where x power n formula means that is 2 into y power 1 x power n formula. And into you have to differentiate this y. That is important. So therefore it is dy by dx. So therefore secant square x into plus dy by dx. Now come to that dy by dx. Okay. So now here also dy by dx, here also dy by dx, here also dy by dx. You collect all dy by dx one side. So when you collect all dy by dx, taking dy by dx commonly, here it is plus x, here it is plus 2y. Here you bring this term to the left hand side, minus 1 equal to what are the remaining terms that are not involving dy by dx, secant square x, and this is plus y is there, that is separate term one. Okay, so that is plus y becomes minus y. Then what is my dy by dx? My dy by dx is equal to secant square x minus y divided by x plus 2y minus 1. Are you okay? Are you clear? This is called as implicit function. Come to the next problem. Find dy by dx if sine square y plus cos of xy equal to pi. How to differentiate this? How to differentiate this function? Sine square y plus cos of xy plus pi. Any idea what is the sine square y differentiation? My sine square y differentiation is sine square y differentiation is you have to consider, look at that. What is my, suppose take it as my u is equal to sine y. What about here? That is u square. What is u square differentiation? 2u. Okay. Into du by dx because du by dx. Because u is a function of x into du by dx. Okay, like that. Okay, so here you have to differentiate, apply x power n formula 2 into sine y the whole power 1. Okay, And now differentiate this sin y. What is the definition of sin y? My sin y differentiation is cos y. Are you okay? So if you take it as u is equal to sin y, then it will become u square. What is a u square differentiation? Differentiation of this u square is 2u power 1. Okay, and you have to differentiate this u also. That is du by dx. Because we are differentiating with respect to x like that. So this 2 will become here 2 sin y, and sin y definition is cos y, and again you have to differentiate this y. So therefore this is dy by dx. Please try to understand, this is called as chain rule. Okay, plus come to here, this is cos of xy. Any doubt? Yeah. So this is cos of x minus y, differentiation is minus sine of xy, and differentiation of this xy. What is the differentiation of this xy? You please try to understand how to differentiate this xy. Apply UV formula. Product rule. What is the product rule? U dash v plus v dash u. So u dash means 1 into y plus this is, keep it x as it is, y differentiation is dy by dx. And my right hand side is 0. Why right hand side 0? My right hand side is 0. Why? It is constant. So therefore this is 2 sin y cos y dy by dx, and this is minus sine of xy. You multiply the sine of xy into y, so it is into y, minus sine of xy into dy by dx equal to 0. Okay, so I want, the question is, look at the question is find dy by dx. Here also dy by dx, here also dy by dx. So therefore, my dy by dx is, this 2 sin y cos y can be written as sin 2y. Okay, here minus sine of xy. Okay, and this term there is no dy by dx, bring it to the right hand side. So therefore minus becomes plus y sine of xy. Okay. Are you okay? Now what is your dy by dx? My dy by dx is nothing but y sine of xy divided by sine 2y minus sine of xy. Yeah, here one x is missing. If you multiply this term y into sine of xy, if you multiply this minus sine of xy into x dy by dx. So I missed one x, you please put it x. When you take dy by dx commonly, here I will get 1x. So therefore x into sine of xy. So now complete the problem. My problem is dy by dx is equal to right hand side y sine of xy whole divided by sine 2y minus x into sine of xy. Are you okay? So this is a differentiation of implicit functions. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Surya. Are you clear about that? Right. So today also we will send some homework problems to you. You please complete the homework problems, do the homework problems. Next week, Saturday onwards, we have a test in max. Okay. Uh, we can start the test with the third chapter because already you wrote that midterm test for the first two chapters. We can start the test uh, in third chapter matrices. So next week Saturday. So every Saturday we have a max test. Okay, 20 to 30 MCQ questions. You please, why I'm telling in advance means you please prepare that chapter, third chapter, and next week we have fourth chapter like that. So therefore, please complete the third chapter, work out all the problems in your third chapter. Some questions from in your NCERT, but most of the questions from outside the NCERT only. Therefore, you please study the subject thoroughly, study the concepts thoroughly, okay, and try to do the more problems and try to get good marks in your. Yeah, this is our first slide. So next week onwards, we have a test. You please be serious, study well, and try to get good marks in our test every week. Saturday, max test. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. We'll meet in the next class. If you have any doubt, you please ask your doubt. No doubt. Okay. No doubt means we will finish this session. Thank you. Saturday. Surya, exam we have coming Saturday. Every week we have Saturday max test. Not tomorrow, next week onwards. 20 to 30 questions, MCQs. So that the test pattern, timing, okay, everything I will tell you later. After finalizing everything, I will tell you later. So why I'm telling before well in advance means you have to prepare. 1 week time is there. You please concentrate that third chapter. Third chapter is very easiest chapter, matrix. Some portions also deleted. So don't worry about that deleted portions. We will ask the question only from the current syllabus only. So please try to complete the third chapter and complete the fourth chapter also because every week we are going to write a test. Okay. Yeah. MCQs, online test. You have a negative mark also and you are, no, deleted, it is deleted only. Don't concentrate your deleted portions. We never ask any questions from the deleted portions for NEET students. Okay. Right. Thank you all. Thank you so much.